You guys all wake up. You're in individual rooms. Within each of your bedrooms, okay, first thing you notice is you're naked. You're in bed. You're by yourself. The last may be the most important in a group like this. But there's a few different things in each of your rooms. There's a chair in the middle of the room. It looks like a wooden upright chair. It has a 1950s style suit on it that looks like this. Ignore the person wearing it. He's just the model for the suit. And there's also a couple of different pieces of furniture, including the bed. Each of the rooms also has a window to the outside where you can see what appears to be daylight coming through it. Each room has a wardrobe, possibly the kind that leads to a far-off land with, snow and some witch and a rather feely fawn. And there's also a high table with a wash basin on it, which may or may not have water. You can't tell from where you're at. The air has the smell of like a kind of a pine sol type cleaner in it. And everybody give me smell rolls.
Smell.
It's right under spot hidden if you're looking for it. There you go. Dr. Zachary. You can faintly smell bacon.
Ooh. I get trust.
No problem. You other two give me listen rolls. Everybody who's not Dr. Zachary, give me listen rolls. You can do it. Click the button, whoever's left. No? Oh, wait, they did. Okay. Gus, I'm not sure who's who yet, so I'm just going with Gus. I'm just going to go with in-character names. You can hear somebody moving around in one of the rooms. In addition to that, out in the hallway, you can hear a tick-tock of kind of a deep tick-tock. It's very rhythmic.
Got you. So right before the tick-tock, you said I heard basically the shuffling around.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody moving around and stuff in one of the rooms.
All right, I stand up, stretch, look around.
You're naked.
I open drawers, expecting to find a jumpsuit.
Your jumpsuit fails to be in there. The only clothing and possessions in this entire room, aside from there is some water in the basin, some tepid water. Aside from that, and there's a rag nearby on the table, of course, and a towel. Aside from that, it seems to be the weird 1950s suit.
Okay, I'll go check closet, so just make sure there's nothing else in the drawers, closet, just the suit.
Oddly empty.
All right, I will freshen up at the bowl and then put on the clothes.
They feel really weird. There's no wallet. There's no watch. There is the belt. There is, of course, the hat, because during the ancient days of the Earth colony, or Earth as they called it, people were paid to walk around outdoors wearing hats and other kinds of head covers, apparently, from what you can tell on the old pictures.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Does the suit seem like it's fitted for me, or does it seem loose or tight?
No, it seems like it. Well, I mean, it's an unfamiliar suit, so it always seems loose in some areas and tight in others, but it does seem to fit you rather well.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Apparently, you've been taken prisoner by the Zarkonians again, and they're playing their strange mind games with you. By the way, I'll be making up things that your characters may or may not have gotten from TV or something.
All right, I'll look out the window.
It seems that you're in some sort of town. Daylight's coming through the window. Uh, I'll give more details on the town when you guys go out there. But yeah, it's definitely a town. It's daylight, pleasant weather. No large dome for protecting you from ultraviolet and various poisons.
All right, then. I will step out into the hallway slowly.
All right. Ralph, are you going to also get up? Or?
When I get dressed, are there any brand names or anything in the suit, or is it just generic?
Take a card. There should be. There aren't. Or maybe they were just ashamed of their suit. Perhaps it's a weird import from the Darwini clan. It's impossible to tell. Yeah, don't expect me to fucking remember these names later. If you guys want to make notes of any of the weird shit I'm throwing out and then bring it up later and start making a history with it, that's on you. I'm just fucking spitballing things that may or may not be truthful at all. Okay, you guys all get dressed up and go out. In the hallway is some interesting thing. It looks like it's about the size of you, i.e., just about 2 meters tall. It's a grandfather clock, but it seems to be made out of a dense smoke, which isn't keeping confined exactly within its area, but it's not dissipating the way it should. It's in the hallway. It's approximately here.
Not these. I walk over and look at this strange thing.
According to Smoky Hands, it's a few minutes after 9 a.m. Well, you're guessing a.m. because it's light outside. If it's dark outside, you'd have a different guess. Yeah, maybe you'd have a different guess. Maybe you come from a planet with a lot more hours. I don't know. I mean, you're used to putting in a 37-hour day like everybody else.
Very strange. How many doors are in the hallway?
You look around the hallway. There seems to be...
here's your picture.
Oops, hold on a second. Yes, I will actually show you the picture. Look at how good I am to you.
Zoom it.
So there's 3 doors on the other side, and then there's the A has been turned into the bathroom area. It says bathroom above the door there. So it's the kind of place that has 1 bathroom, 6 doors, stairs going down.
Gotcha. Okay. Clearly I am dreaming.
You dream a little dream.
As I look at the clock a little bit more, this is very strange. All right, I will head towards the stairs down.
Are you other two going with, or
Yes, follow suit?
Yeah.
you follow suit in a very literal sense, as he is also wearing one? You guys all head downstairs and into this area here. You come out and you can, everybody give me a new smell roll, unless you've already made it, in which case you are tracking the bacon by scent.
I smell bacon.
I sneeze.
Off my suit.
The others seem to be malfunctioning. No problem. Over here, says a female voice from room G.
To room G.
You guys head into room G. It appears to be a dining room, and you see this lady and guy in there, and they're working on setting out various, what are they called? Chafing dishes. Yes. Do you know what a chafing dish is, Vince?
No, I do not.
A chafing dish is a big dish that is used to keep hot food hot, or cold food you just fucking put in there. But basically, it's a serve yourself out of this big dish thing. You've probably seen it like parties and stuff like that when people are putting out food. Sometimes they have like candles and stuff in them to keep the food hot.
Gotcha.
It's widely fought over in divorces for some reason. We don't know why. Probably because it's big. Happy Friday, says the lady to you.
Oh.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, says the guy to you.
Mm-hmm. I look around. No other people eating?
I know 3 places have been set at the table, and 3 now, and also you're all on the same side of the table, like you're getting ready to pose for some sort of like picture or something. If there's another 9 people here or whatever, you'd become more nervous. But
I head towards one of the seats, and
Eugene,
I ask,
could you bring in the juice and such? Yes, Doris. He goes in the other room. Today we have eggs, bacon, toast. Eugene's bringing in the juice, and I'm going to make some coffee, and everybody has a nice glass of milk.
Most excellent.
She nods happily. And don't forget, tonight is meatloaf night.
do you have rice?
No, I'm sorry. Is that foreign?
I just look disappointed.
Wow.
Meatloaf. It is a loaf of meat, I understand.
That's right. With ketchup on top that's baked in an oven.
What sort of beast do you make this loaf from?
Beast?
Yes.
Oh, I buy the meat at the shop, she says. But it's fresh.
And
Rice is very good when you're going to cook.
Yes.
And what time will dinner be served? I apologize if I missed that.
7.
7? Thank you.
Yes. Friday night's always meatloaf night, says Eugene.
So have they brought out food, or are we just...
Oh, yeah.
waiting?
It's in the chafing dishes. She says, please serve yourselves. There's plenty to go around.
Thank you.
There is plenty to go. There's enough here to feed at least 5, 6 people. Smells good. They go out. They retreat back to the kitchen to do whatever the fuck they do in there, satanic rituals, whatever. I assume that goes on in kitchens. I don't spend a lot of time with people cooking in them.
All right, remind me, where are we? I woke up, my details of our mission seems to be fuzzy. Which planet is this?
Might be a simulation.
A what?
A simulation.
I completed all my training credits for this period. I do not need no more simulations.
Here we go again.
If this was a simulation, they would have rice.
He does make a point.
It does feel like we do need to secure our surroundings, though. You don't think those two are circled, do you?
They seem pretty square to me.
Did they have wedding rings, Logan?
You didn't really look closely at the time, but you can give me a spot and a memory roll to see if you noticed it subconsciously and it stuck.
Nah,
You didn't notice it. You were busy looking at the food and whatnot.
bacon.
Um,
So it appears that. Go ahead.
I want to look around. Is there like windows open? Is there like natural lighting, or what's this technology? Like other
primitive.
than
Pretty much I can say that to any technology questions. It's primitive technology here. And they appear to have some concept of electricity. You remember hearing horror stories about electricity when you were growing up, wherever the fuck you grew up, maybe in a pod or something like that. I don't know.
The pod.
Where is the captain?
I don't know.
Did he already leave?
Perhaps, or he hasn't arrived yet. I don't recognize. I didn't receive any briefings. Did you?
I don't.
There are windows. You see town scenes outside. I'll describe the town more when you go out there. There's a lot of cars parked along the street. They seem colorful and fanciful with strange fins and things like that on them. There are some cars being driven around. Lots of people walking around outside. Everybody's wearing a hat. Apparently, it's part of their custom, or perhaps the orbital bombardment. Was thrown off by them. You're not really sure.
Very odd that we do not have any of our gear. That we wake up with these weird garments.
Perhaps it's a test to show my true leadership qualities.
no. Is obviously a test of intelligence and
That's a lot there.
No, it's clearly a test of experience. I am the oldest. I know more than you two. I am clearly next in line to be the leader. All right. What were you saying?
I think he was finished.
Gotta love it when you're eating chips and it scratches your throat.
That's what you get for eating crunchy foods. Yeah, yogurt doesn't do that. Yogurt just slides down like snot. You'll like it.
But I don't think we have yogurt. That's the problem.
You have to beg your parents to buy it and say, I want packaged snot and flavors.
Good to know.
Silly question. Maybe it's more of a history. So I know the suit's 1950s. Is the decor 50s or 40s or 30s?
Give me a history roll to know more about the decor. How far
I'm kind of
back?
pondering the same thing, like looking at the pictures on the wall, see if there's anything that identifies time.
There are
period,
no
PCs.
pictures on the walls, but they do have like wallpaper and shit. Oh, apparently Hunter is fucking good at history. Gus thinks it's too far back for anybody to give a fuck about. And the other one...
Looking for my roll because I'm kind of blind. But,
that's why you get glasses.
Glasses.
There you go.
No.
All
I'm
right.
distracted by the bacon.
Understandable. According to Hunter, the decor looks like late 40s or 1940s. So by the thing now, it looks like it's a decade or two old compared to the stuff outside. So this place is kind of one of those. It's probably not a rich place, but it's been kept up well.
So what do you think there, Gus? Kind of like wiggle a little bit in my chair. Does the floor creak? Do you think there's a
Just
cellar
a
or
little
basement
bit.
to this place?
I tap my foot a little bit and look around.
Which one is Ralph?
Hunter.
Thanks. Actually, if you guys could put like / Ralph or whoever after the character name until I get used to it, because I can't tell who's fucking who. That way it'd make it easier for me to give you cards. Perfect. Thanks, Jay. I'm surprised Dr. Zachary isn't Dr. Zayas, because then I could do the song. Thanks, guys.
I
Who's Rick?
tap on the floor, look around, roll my carpentry just to see if I can tell if there's a celery.
Certainly.
Or I also have architecture. Could try.
You're thinking with your carpentry, it sounds, or actually, give me a listen roll. You know how to tap it to get the right sound, but do your ears work? Yes. You're thinking that it doesn't seem to have a cellar. It's not sounding hollow.
Does anybody have any junk cards they like to throw away?
Yeah, I actually have to reduce my hand. I'm going to get rid of a
I have a junky card, too.
Happy Holidays card.
There's a really nice one for you.
You might want to read the Happy Holidays card more closely before you discard it.
Let's see.
All right, just discard whatever.
Yeah, discard.
Yeah, so I can draw a new card.
There you go.
All right.
Out of this, let me go back here.
I'm going to get rid of a speed reading unless one of you wants that.
No, thank you.
I'm gonna read the card.
Now, I still have a junk card if you have something you want to get rid of. And I will play a check in essence.
Nice. Hey, I can retrieve that, can't I?
I think so. Check.
I'm just going to do a full retrieve and then play it.
Wow.
Good call.
And I've also got a psychology plus 20. Ralph, I think you got psychology skills. So if you need to figure out what are these crazy people thinking.
By the way, every now and then, while you guys are sitting around talking, you notice that one of them discreetly kind of checks on you guys, and then they go back to whatever they're doing in there. It sounds like cleaning and stuff like that.
They are very attentive.
Hey,
The
Gus.
species prides themselves in customer service, I can tell.
Gus,
Yes.
you've got some rice coming out of your nose there.
Rice? I have rice? No.
False hope.
What are you trying to say? That you've got some of your dialect wrong there.
You know, right here. Right here.
If he actually gets rice coming out of his nose, that would be fucking awesome. It's like, I produce rice. Did you guys all take Galactic Filipino as a language? Fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Well, actually, that's actually my native language, but I took English at 60.
Don't forget, then, you have to roll your English once an adventure and succeed in it. And if you fumble, hilarity ensues as you seem to have forgotten how to speak English, which I'm sure you've heard happen to you with your relatives at some time.
Exactly. It happens from time to time.
Vince fails his all the time.
I was about to make a joke about that.
All right.
Vince is like, I fail English? That impossible.
You made a good attempt, but you need to say it. It's more like a nya sound. Say nya. Ing together. Say nya.
Yeah.
There you go. That sounds better.
Wow.
So does that mean I get to check, or what does that mean when he teaches me something?
Nothing.
Or nothing.
The only thing teaching it helps on is spells. Pretty much that's about it.
Gotcha.
Oh, you can't teach languages or skills with that?
No, pretty much all that you can do is just roll around laughing at them as they continue to fail until they, by sheer chance, get a check in it.
Nice.
Okay.
But it is funny.
So, all right.
Oh,
stand
there
up.
spells and some other stuff like amber shit.
Okay.
So I'm assuming we'll be done.
Yeah, once you guys are done eating and whatnot, oh look, they come out of the kitchen. They're like, "Are you finished?"
Oh yes, thank you.
They begin to clean up things. They
I
seem-
kind of feel my pockets. I am not sure what I owe you.
Oh, don't worry. We settle up afterward. If you need any supplies from the town, just have them build here.
Oh, is that so? Have them build here.
Yes.
And my memory is spotty. What is the name of this fine establishment?
This is the bed and breakfast.
Ah.
We're the only one in town.
Oh, is that so?
Yes. It's not a really large town. She then kind of gets a strange look in her eyes and kind of goes,
The town name, how do you pronounce it again? Is
Burlington. Burlington.
Burlington, that's okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And
How long have you been open in this establishment here?
Oh, Eugene steps in because this is clearly man talk. And he says, "Little lady and I have been running this place for 10 years now. Bought it off the old owners. Thought it would be a nice way to settle down and live."
that sounds lovely.
I used to work at the candle factory. I still remember when it burned down. For some reason, we all just gathered outside and sang happy birthday while it burned.
That is very strange.
Mm.
Is this a usual custom when a building catches on fire?
Only the candle factory.
Only the candle factory.
Yes.
Is that here in town as well?
No. I'm from he looks confused, different town, I think.
You think?
Oh, well.
Fine.
But feel free to go out and explore and whatnot and enjoy your stay here as long as you need to.
Thank you, Eugene.
I'm Eugene Cook, and this is my wife, Doris.
Doris. Very nice to meet you again.
Everybody give me empathy. Oh, you already did give me an empathy roll. Everybody who's not Gus, try for an empathy roll.
Empathy.
Gus just looks confused, like, oh, yes, these people are crazy. Quarter. They seem a bit confused there, Dr. Zachary. A little bit confused, but good-natured and happy. Their confusion fades away like a fart when the elevator doors finally open.
Oh, by the way, are there any other members of our party here staying with us right now?
Not that I know of, says Doris, but if they do, we'll be sure to serve them a good breakfast because a large breakfast is the most important. It is the first meal of the day.
I see. Can you get rice?
Is that foreign?
It is.
Oh.
Do you have a store that sells the foods?
Yes, that would be the Super Duper Mart here on Main Street. It's that
Super
direction.
Duper Mart?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know if they sell foreign foods, though.
We shall see.
Yes.
All right. I look to the other two. Shall we have a walk?
Sounds good.
I'll walk out the front door.
No problem. For your convenience, I'm going to copy paste each and every business that is on Main Street. And you can feel free to explore or ignore them at your leisure.
Now, is this by street or is this?
This is
Just
the
on
main street, sounds like.
Yeah, this is Main Street. I operate on a system of bubble maps and shit because that way I don't have to fucking learn cartography. I'm old. I don't want to learn anything new. The other old people are like, damn right.
So, Gus, you're pretty close to retirement, are you? Are you going to buy yourself a nice little bed and breakfast and settle down with the missus?
Well, only 120 years to go till retirement in the Indies. That sounds very lovely.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
If I play my cards right, I might get an estate back on the home planet, where I can start my own rice plantation.
It's always about the rice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. The rice must blow. It is known.
All right. So we got Main Street and see the establishments.
Oh yeah. Let me see here.
Now I know you've got your bubble map, Logan. I copied that off the link you sent us here. All right. These locations. 1 second here. Trying to figure out how to organize my screens.
Yes. All the shit that. Let me show you some pictures of some of the things that you can see from where you are currently. Hold on a second here. Oh, the uploading speed. Come on, upload it. You know you want to. There you go. And we make sure that.
I need like 3 or 4 screens to play this game.
Yeah, I need more screens.
I need more screens.
I just have one monitor and a huge TV. So
Look at it this way, Jay. If you ever are just getting a hankering for more screens, you can use this as your excuse for buying them.
Yeah.
And, then you can defend it. It's like, I need a whole bank of screens and shit. And your wife would be like, why could you possibly need that? Oh, there you go.
I'll just show her the picture of Ralph's 2 new monitors.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ralph's guess. His wife lets him get new monitors.
That'll do.
no, they don't.
Okay, here's the kind of cars that they have in the streets. And in case you've never gotten to see the inside of the cars, they are pretty much, I don't know why there's a seatbelt in this one, but these have no seatbelts. They are fucking metal death trap boxes of death. The picture of the town over here, yes, I'm so old, Vince, I remember watching a guy cut the seatbelts out of his car because he didn't want the government to control him. He showed them, by God. So this picture over here is not the exact businesses of the town. I couldn't build an actual town, but it's kind of the flavor of the town.
Gotcha.
Kind of what the streets look like. There's plenty of cars everywhere, and those are the pictures that you can see. There are just some of the businesses that you see. People are wandering around. They seem affable. A couple of them do wish you a happy Friday, and a couple of guys tip their hats, especially if they're wearing them at a jaunty angle. Shows them
Is everyone in suits, or are there any greasers? Is there any mixed ages? Does everybody seem like they are age?
Actually, there are mixed ages, but this is the most whitewashed city. This is what Donald Trump would love every city in America to look like. He would masturbate at night. I mean, Pence wouldn't, Mother wouldn't allow it. But this is definitely the kind of whitewashed 1950s thing that only episodes of Leave It to Beaver or something like that can get to. There's no greasers, there's no gangs, there's nothing like that. It's just pretty much, it's people either in working clothing or suits. And everybody has a tie, of course.
Any ankle biters running around?
There are kids here and there. You see a lady pushing a stroller and stuff like that. Give me, what skill do you have that would tell you about the population and things like that?
2 seconds.
Like anthropology would probably be
I was
fine.
gonna say
but-
anthropology might be the one for this situation.
Yeah, I think I might have to lean on my sophisticated doctor friend for this one, but let's take a look here.
I do have the skill, by the way.
Well, according
These
to
people,
Gus,
I think, are the Sleestacks wearing a skin suit of another species.
everybody erupts and looks around.
I start kind of groping Gus's head, trying to feel for his horn.
There it is. It's a little lower than you thought it would be, but it's on there.
Well, my character is really short, so he doesn't have to he just has to reach out. My character is probably about like 5'2".
Okay. Well, that's actually a really good height if you have to travel time. Because everybody's
'cause
fucking
shorter
shorter.
people in the past, yeah,
Oh
that's
my
true.
God, they were so short in the past.
Yeah. Yes, I'm not sure much about these people's ways, but I love these old technology. I love these old land vehicles like this. It's so endearing to see this old style of technology.
Yeah.
I used to help my grandfather repair vehicles like this that ride around on the wheels.
Everybody give me an evidence analysis roll at half for something that's really hard to fucking notice.
Just a normal made.
Everything's super. They agree with you. It shows you guys going.
Super. I love it here. I think if it has rice, I see no reason for us to leave. I say we go ahead and encourage the officers back home to populate this place.
Are these cars generating exhaust?
Yes, although it doesn't smell like it's a lot of exhaust in the air.
Oh.
Which is you don't see any black clouds or anything, but you do see exhaust pipes and such. It's
any rust on the cars, or is everything new? What do you think?
Now go ahead and take a card. You notice not only is there no rust, but all the cars are really clean. Like somebody went through and cleaned all the cars today. Now you can hear birds, you can see an occasional bird flying around. You don't see any bird shit. Okay, a bird just dropped a load on one of the cars. Now you see bird shit on that car there. The rest of them don't. You're like,
this place has a lot of pride and ownership. They take good care of their equipment. Grass, trees.
Yep. I mean, the normal amount you'd expect to see in a 1950s city where they were like, we're going to chop down most of this and make buildings out of it, but leave enough for, some color.
Like, are there any leaves, like, beneath the trees that have fallen?
No, not yet. Oh, there's one falling, and now it's on the ground.
And then
other than that one, no. They're more from time to time, but it's shockingly clean.
I'll pick up the leaf, and do you recognize this species? I am not familiar with this.
Would that be botany?
Yeah.
Yep. It's a common.
Dr. Zachary. Easy.
It's gone now.
Hunter, do you think that can be cooked?
It's not rice.
He's making weird gagging noises and stuff like that as he's eating the leaf.
And then I'll reach down and like pull up a little tuft of grass and see what kind of soil comes up with it.
Give me your soil analysis type skill, whatever you have for that.
Let's see, geology.
Yeah, sure.
Which one of us knows about the minerals and?
You look at the soil and go, it looks dirt-ish. I guess that's right.
This checks out.
Everybody smiles and nods at each other.
This looks normal.
Good for rice farming.
This is very promising. All right, so we're walking down the street. Let's take a look at what is on our list here.
So I'm taking.
Here's one called the bank. The bank. This is where they keep the valuables.
Has everybody gotten to see? Well, actually, I'll leave the picture page up. If you need discard cards, let me know. I'll take you back to the other page. That's a yes. I'll take it.
Excellent.
Yeah, all good.
Discard all my victory cards. All right.
I'll be sure to let Freddie know you're actually using the discard pile. It'll make him very happy inside.
So just kind of taking a quick glance, and we could dig into it a little bit harder here. You gave us that list of the buildings on Main Street.
Yes.
And we're kind of looking. I know we're kind of walking. I'm just kind of doing a checklist of making sure that all of these buildings are actually still here, or if there's any new buildings that are not listed here. And they're.
Oh yeah. Let me double check something. Do I have the business on there? Business. I think that's the
doctor's
one.
Office.
No. Okay, there's one other building that's here. It's like a business office, and it's called Apex Industries. I will show you the logo for it when I can find it.
This is on the Main Street?
Yeah. You can see it looks like some sort of office building. You see people working inside. I will add it to my list. Thank you for reminding me.
I only had a torch to throw in there.
Well, maybe they teach people in there how to become apex predators.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, let me dig up the logo real quick of that, as it may or may not be significant at some point.
Please don't be a horsehead. Please don't be a horsehead.
That'd be fucking awesome. Let's see. God damn, I got a lot of fucking pictures.
Oh, look at those men in the uniforms, the fire people. Those aren't bad.
So, Gus, you like a man in uniform?
I definitely would like to wear a uniform like that. What about you?
Yes, I feel like we should have uniforms.
This is a little odd wearing these clothes, but maybe the captain wanted us to blend in. Where the hell is the captain?
I suppose we should just continue on with the mission without him. We know the routine, right?
That's right. We've got we've got our system we need to follow.
Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I'm just trying to find that thing.
Dumb question. I'm just going to assume, but not. Is there a car dealership?
No. I don't think that's a dumb question at all, actually.
That's a great question.
Yeah. Take a card. Where did all these fucking cars come from? Yeah, don't assume your question's dumb, because there's strange, as you'll find that some old people say, strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
And I say, what was that? I didn't hear you.
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. There it is.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me put this into my. Sorry for that delay. I had to find it. I have way too many fucking pictures because I love my players, so I try to give them pictures. Okay, here's what the Apex thing looks like. And map and There you go.
As we were kind of walking, looking between the buildings and around,
you notice that the buildings seem to be in the Old West, how they had like the buildings on both sides of the street, and then you could kind of walk behind them. There wasn't a lot there, type deal. The facades. That's kind of the way this is arranged. However, as you've seen on the bubble map, there's more stuff beyond it. It's not just like there's empty.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I try to keep an eye out, and since we're the new people in town, and see, are we being followed? Are we being watched? What's going on around here?
Give me a counter surveillance roll, since that's the skill you use when you're in motion.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue. You're just like, I don't know. And they're just walking down the street. They could be walking down the street. You don't know what's up.
Now, kind of important for Dr. Zachary. Do they seem like they have you said the suits, the men, do they have like handkerchiefs? Does everybody have a handkerchief? Everybody with a hat, do they have the same color bands on their hats, same color handkerchiefs?
It's a variety, but it's kind of like, give me a history roll, because I know you know about history. At least I suspect you know about history.
No, I don't. Man, am I sucking today?
Yeah. No, it all seems that within some sort of band that you are not sure of the definitions of, everybody is a little bit different.
Okay. Does all men wear hats? Are all the women wearing hats, or do they all have scarves?
Hats.
Everybody's got
Everybody has hats. This is the land of many hats. Women have feminine hats. The men have masculine hats. The women are wearing like appropriate 1950s type garments and stuff, like the dresses and stuff. And of course, what we call the eye gouging bras, which apparently pointed tits was a big deal then.
Excuse me, sir. The guy walking past us.
He stops and he goes, "Happy Friday." He tips his hat to you. "How may I help you?"
Where did you procure that hat?
Long's Clothing. For all your clothing needs, try Long's. It's right over there.
Thank you, Mr. And I look with a question mark.
Jeffries. Hal Jeffries.
Hal Jeffries. Excellent.
Give me empathy rolls.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Jeffries.
Happy Friday, he says, moving on.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Where did my empathy go? I ate it.
These people are friendly around here, huh, Dr. Zachary?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot. 1 second. Sorry. There we are.
You noticed just before he gave you his name, there was a brief pause, like almost like he had to remember his name. It wasn't so long that you thought he was going. But there was just a brief pause, like, "What is your name?" "My name is," that kind of thing. And you're like, I find this suspicious. And also his eyes kind of went like, just a little bit. I mean, it was subtler than that, but it wasn't like, duh.
You seem polite.
Good neighborhood.
It seems to be a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Nice. What's your name?
It makes you want to break into song.
No. All right. Are you ready, boys?
Be my neighbor.
No.
My neighbor.
They break into song anyway.
No, you have to hit those notes much higher like this. Neighbor.
He's a great teacher.
Very, very good, very good.
Well done. Yeah, a couple of people stop and applaud briefly and then continue on their way. They're like, "Oh, happy Friday!"
We have some real talent here. We might be onto something.
This is gonna be passive as we're kind of walking down Main Street here. Do the men's pockets jingle with keys? Do people try to use keys to get into doors or cars? Does it sound like they have change in their pockets?
Ooh, give me a listen roll at half because there are cars. There's a lot of ambient noise, and you're trying to listen for change. Like, as far as seeing keys go, all you can hear is him going, "Won't you be my neighbor?" You know, and just blood coming out of his ears. It's so bad. He says. You don't see, like, you see a guy getting into a car and you're watching and you don't see him put a key in and you just see him get in and starts it up and drives off and you're like.
Yeah, that's one thing I was going to ask about the cars. So when people get into them, do we actually see them turn a key to ignite them?
You work close enough to see that guy. I mean, you're tempted to chase him down and shit, but.
No, it's like what he was saying as we're kind of walking down the main street. In general, trying to. I'm thinking more about the cars as we're going through here.
Give me a spot hidden roll.
And there's no gas station that we've noticed, right?
Correct.
The main street, and the cars seem to have like a spot where they would open to put the fuel in.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Perfectly normal.
You did say that exhaust was coming out of the cars too, right?
You don't see exhaust, you see an exhaust pipe.
I see. Okay, so when the cars that are actually driving don't see exhaust.
No, I mean you have to really be doing badly to see the exhaust, or in a cold environment.
Yeah, that's true.
It's nice and warm now. It's about the perfect temperature, as a matter of fact. You can't remember, actually, for you, it might be a bit cold because you're used to, fiery hell of, rice growing countries and stuff, where it's always just a step away from baking everybody.
It's a little chilly here, no?
Hey, Gus. Mm-hmm. Why don't you? And, 1 second here. Something we want to incorporate, Logan.
Oh, you made it for the adventure.
Yes.
Yeah. As long as everybody does, you guys, as long as you talk with some sort of accent that lets me know you're talking in Filipino, because otherwise you may forget and go into English.
Rice. It's like, yeah. I know what I'm looking for. One moment.
The word might be dentine that you're looking for. Try it with that in there.
Dentine. All right. We also want to start incorporating these. And Gus, I see.
They're like,
oh yeah. No.
You're the only one who knows neither of them knows what they're doing.
It's still a little foggy. I talked to him about the rice, though. What I want to tell you is why don't you inquire with one of the local gentlemen's where they purchase their vehicle, where they get their...
Wondering where they get the fuel for these.
How they power these.
Yes.